Hey everyone! In this video I'm going to show you how to do brioche stitch English wise, and I'm not very good at English. I'm out of the habit of it, but I'm going to try. For this tutorial I have cubics here. What you need is a needle that is typically a size smaller than what is recommended by your yarn. Here I have the Caron yarn, Simply Soft. It's great for this brioche stitch, but you can see how much the brioche stitch stretches, and that's what you're going to need to accommodate in your first row, okay? So when you're doing this nice thick stitch, it is recommended that you use a needle smaller in size than what's recommended, but when you make your first row, either use both needles together for your cast on or use one larger needle, okay? Now you take out one of your needles, you have that nice loose cast on row, and it's still the same. It's going to be yarn over, slip stitch, and then knit. Okay, so you have your yarn over, slip that stitch there, hold it with your finger because you need to keep that yarn over in place, and then knit. Okay, so now when you straighten these out, you've got 3 stitches on there. So again, it's yarn over, slip that stitch, okay, and then knit. You're going to keep this up for your first setup row. Knit. So I'm actually having difficulty here. I'm so used to doing continental. So slip and knit, yarn over, slip, and knit. And for brioche you need an even number of stitches, sorry, not rows. Let's see how I did here. So what you're going to be doing for your second row, I'm going to show you how this works. You have your single stitch here, and then these 2 here where you have your yarn over and your slip stitch, that's going to be 1 stitch, okay? So again, you're doing your yarn over, slip, okay, I'm just going to tighten that up a bit, and knit these 2 together, okay? And that is your brioche stitch. Slip and knit. You're going to keep that up for every row for as long as your project. I have a project on my site, the scarf I showed you behind. I have that for free on my site. It'll give you a little way of getting into brioche knitting. And with brioche it's really great because you can actually use different color patterns, and you can do it so once you're more advanced, you can also do it so that you have one color on one side and a different color on the other. I'll have videos for those later. At first this looks like a big old mess, but I promise you once you get into it and get a few rows into it, it will look like this soft piece here. And when I say soft, it's really soft. It is truly is one of my favorite stitches, and you can see just how much it stretches. So make sure that that first row, how thick that is, make sure that that first row is nice and flexible, okay? And when you bind off, you're going to be knitting your single stitch and knitting your double stitch. You just treat this always as 1 stitch, okay? Even though it's 2 pieces, it looks like 2 stitches, always treat it as 1 stitch. And that is how you do the brioche stitch. Please subscribe, and watch for more videos and patterns coming soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.